Good morning, guys, from home sweet home. I ended up getting home at about 7 o'clock last night, and yeah, that was a whole ordeal. But so I'll just kind of recap yesterday and sort of Saturday as well, or just like the whole thing. This isn't going to be a normal vlog. This is just going to recap the weekend and how I'm doing today. So you saw on my vlog on Saturday, I don't know how much sense I made in that vlog because I was like trying to process things, and also I was high on morphine. So I don't know how much sense I made in that vlog, but what happened was on Friday night, around midnight exactly, I woke up from sleep with really bad pain, and I thought that it was an ovarian cyst, or maybe an ovarian cyst that had burst, and so I just used the heating pad, which helped, and I slept fitfully throughout Friday night. And then just a quick recap, because you kind of saw, Saturday I ended up in the ER, and then it ended up being a small bowel obstruction, and they kept me to see if it would resolve itself or if it would need surgery. Obviously, since I'm sitting here at home today, it did not need surgery, which is a major, like, oh, just praise God, like, I'm so thankful for that. But it was definitely one of the more scary, well, before I even get into that, I'll just say like what happened yesterday. So so on Saturday they had me NPO for a while. I didn't have anything that morning. I went to the ER around like 9:30, no, 10:30. I didn't have anything that morning because the pain was just too much. Like, I was literally just sitting in a chair crying, and that's when I decided to go to the ER, because I was like, this is not a cyst, like, this is something else. And so all that happened, they found out what it was, and so on Saturday they had me NPO for a long time because they weren't sure if they were gonna have to do emergency surgery or not. And I think it was around 6, maybe 7 o'clock that night, somewhere around there. They ended up bringing like clear liquids because they did another scan a couple hours after the first CT, and instead of doing IV contrast, they did, like, I had to drink that lovely barium stuff. Although I wish they've done this for me in the past. They flavored it with like lemonade powder, so it just tasted like lemonade. I really couldn't taste the barium. I'm like, why could, out of all the times I had to do that before, why couldn't you do that? Like, why? Now I know. Like, can I just have some lemonade powder there? Because it just tasted like lemonade. It was great. As great as it can be anyway. But so they did another scan, and it showed that it wasn't like as twisted as before. It was like slowly unfixing itself, and slowly fixing itself, not unfixing itself, slowly fixing itself, and it was just swollen. And so they kept me there Saturday night, and then the last time I had, on Saturday, I was getting morphine like every 4 hours, which I didn't like. Like, I needed it because of the pain, but I didn't like it because I hate the way morphine makes me feel. So I'm not in the people that's like, oh yeah, I love that. I hate it. But anyway, so the last time I took pain meds was 11:30 on Saturday night, and then I woke up yesterday and I felt fine. Like, I wasn't in any pain anymore, which was amazing, because I have not felt that level of pain in a long time. Like, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and it's a lot for pain to like keep me from my sleep and just keep me from, it's the kind of pain where it's debilitating. Like, I couldn't even do much on my phone or anything when it was hitting. I just had to just lay there. So I woke up fine yesterday, and they had me on still liquid diet for the morning because they were just trying to make sure, and I tolerated that fine. When I had the liquids the night before, it made it hurt more. The next morning, yesterday morning, it was fine. And then going into the afternoon hours, they had me on solid food. So the first thing I ate in like 2 days, because the last time I'd eaten was Friday at 6 o'clock. So I had minestrone soup and like half a ham and cheese sandwich. And maybe not even half, like a third of a ham and cheese sandwich. And that seemed to go okay. I was a little bit scared to eat it because I didn't want to make anything hurt more, but that went fine. And it's amazing how tasty hospital food can be when you haven't eaten in 2 days. I was hungry by Sunday morning, which was also a good sign. And so that was fun, and they kept me there for the afternoon. They had me eat dinner. I just ate a light dinner as well. I just had salmon and green beans, just trying to keep away from super high fat, and which is like total opposite of normal. And I tolerated that fine, and so since everything went okay, I hadn't needed any pain meds or had any pain all day, and all my vitals were good, and like I listened to my stomach and it sounded better. They decided to let me leave, which actually was funny. The nurse was like, would you want to leave tonight or tomorrow morning? And I'm thinking, well, probably tonight. I mean, I had some concerns still just because I had eaten dinner prior, like an hour prior, so I just was a little bit concerned that it might start hurting again, but thankfully it never did. It was a little bit uncomfortable last night, so I'm taking it easy today with the eating, which leads me to a whole nother ball game because I wanted to weigh myself this morning to get a baseline after what happened, and I am down another pound because I basically couldn't eat for 2 days. So I have more work to do, which is pretty frustrating, but at the same time I can't just jump right back into what I was doing before. They told me to take it easy for today and just see how it goes and then maybe go back to a normal diet tomorrow. Like, I'm on normal diet as in like I can eat food, but not like, she told me to stay away from super high fat foods today, so that's not really gonna help me put on the pounds, but so I have more work to do with that. So I'm waiting on a couple of phone calls back. I have to schedule a follow-up appointment with my GP that I have here in Florida within the next couple of days, so I'm waiting for them to call me back. It's probably gonna be Wednesday or Thursday. I also called my dietitian that's in Arkansas with my CF team because I need to discuss what happened with her and just like how to work it, not losing any more weight, and also how to gain weight back but do it safely, and just discuss like if anything I was doing could have caused this, because the hospital said that they really don't know, and I don't ever want that to happen again. The surgeon that came and saw me yesterday said that if it were to ever happen again, that it could become a chronic problem, and if it were, he'd probably next time have to do surgery and like resect that piece of intestine, which is like terrifying. So hopefully this will never happen again, and if there's anything in my power that I can do to make it not happen again, I will definitely do it. But the thing is, we don't know what caused it. It literally happened in my sleep, so I don't know. It's confusing, but so today's gone pretty good. Still no pain. The thing that I feel very tired. I fell asleep at like 8:30 last night and slept till 9:30, so I slept like 13 hours and I still feel very tired and just sort of weak, I guess. My lungs took a hit because I missed 3 doses of Trikafta, and I'm back on it now, but I missed 3 doses of Trikafta and I couldn't do any treatments Saturday or Sunday, and I haven't done one yet today either. I'm gonna do it in the evening, just because that does make me a little bit nervous, shaking everything around in there, but I need to do it for my lungs, so I'm gonna do one this evening. But because of that, my lungs are a little like congested and tight, so they just feel off, and just because I still can't eat a whole lot, and just because I was laying in a hospital bed for 2 days, like, it's amazing how quickly you can lose condition. I just feel weak, and I think because Friday night through Saturday night, I was like, because the morphine was only lasting like 2 hours, and then I could only take it every 4, so I was in pain for 2 hours. I think that kind of took a hit. So my entire body just kind of took a hit from this, and I just feel very tired and very weak. But I think as the days go on, it'll be better. I'm not pushing myself today. It's also like a super dreary day outside. It's like cloudy and rainy and gross. So, but I'm not pushing myself today. I was just coloring some snowflakes. I did about 12 of them, and then I was like, just didn't want to do anymore. So I'm just gonna rest, watch YouTube, lay in bed. I feel like sleeping more, but I already slept 13 hours. I don't want to sleep anymore right now. And do a treatment tonight, and just take a bath in a little while, because I didn't feel well enough to do it last night, and I was just like, that gross like hospital feeling. You guys know it. And I did wash my blanket and my pillow last night, because I didn't want hospital stuff on them, especially in COVID times. Like, I do it all the time, even before COVID, but especially in COVID times. So I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I got a COVID test done on Saturday, so that was fun. Negative, but that was fun. Anyway, so that's kind of how things are going. I'll probably pick up the normal vlogs tomorrow. I can't promise I will. It's going to depend on how I'm feeling. If I'm still feeling pretty tired and weak tomorrow, I probably will just take the day off. But if I feel okay, then I will pick up the normal vlogs tomorrow. And I'm still feeling miles better than I was on Friday and Saturday. And it's interesting because I feel a little bit worse today than I did yesterday, but I am moving around more, and I was just laying in bed, and I'm like not on the IV fluids anymore either, so it's up to me to get enough liquid in without doing too much. It's a mess, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. But my camera's dying, and that's about all I've got for today, just how things are going. That was pretty scary. If it was like a CF admission, I don't think it would have been scary, but this was probably one of the scariest things that put me in the hospital besides anaphylaxis a couple years ago. So that's the update. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and your prayers. I seriously appreciate it, especially because I had to be alone at the hospital. I'm really thankful for all my friends and family that kept me company over phone and FaceTime while I was there. So with that, thank you guys so much for coming along on this crazy weekend with me. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow or the day after. Good night.